morning. I jumped on a bit later this morning. It was a rest day, so I didn't train this morning. But it's a good job because all of a sudden last night, after 3 incredible days in Exeter, I come down with a horrendous ear infection, sore throat, my nose is all bunged up. But the problem I got, I can't afford to be ill. So, well, I say I can't afford. Yeah, I can't, not in money terms, but in my next 3 weeks are freaking jam packed. Like, next week's calendar is chock a block all week without everything else I've got to do, like admin wise, just in meetings, because we're in such an exciting growth phase right now with Make the Help cleaning and facilities, with Apollo business coaching, and even Apollo Entertainment. We're in such a growth spurt that I really don't have the time to be ill. So it's get up, don't feel sorry for myself, get my arse in gear, and then sort of like just get on with it, innit? Do you know what I mean? And power through. And I was led there for a little bit this morning before I got up, and I was just thinking, I did my meditation in bed this morning, which is probably not the best thing to do, but at least I meditated, cleared my head. And I thought, oh, I feel rough today. Oh, I don't feel well. All my thoughts are in, all my nose. Then I also thought of a podcast I heard. I can't remember who said it, so if you do remember, let me know. Where they say, you just gotta stop telling yourself the negative thoughts. I think it might be Mel Robbins. So you've got to stop saying, oh, I don't feel well, and start saying, oh, I'm feeling better. And you've got to stop saying, oh, my throat, my nose, my head, my ear, it's all killing me, and going, yeah, they're an inconvenience at the moment, but if I take some tablets or whatever, or drink some juice, and I'll move forward. And it's hard, because the first thing when someone says to you is how you feel, first thing I said this morning was, I feel shit. And then realised, actually, if I say I feel shit, I'll feel shit. But don't get me wrong, I have got a sore throat, as you can hear. I have got a bit of a ear infection coming on, I can feel it. My nose, and I am quite warm. But I've got meetings all day today. So I'm going to stay away from everybody, obviously sit on the other side of the room, but I've still got to attend those meetings. Because I don't like to cancel, I don't like to move stuff, and I don't like to move on. So what I decided to do, because I wasn't feeling 100%, is, well, I'll just have an extra hour in bed. Rather than get up at 5, I get up at 6. So an extra hour and a half, try and recover a bit. And I've also decided, when my day finishes today, which will be about 5 o'clock-ish, I net you about 3 to 5. When that finishes today, I'll get home, I'll obviously do stuff I need to do for the podcast, but that's it. I'm not going to do any work tonight. I'm not going to go on my laptop. I'm going to take the night off just to relax and chill out, and take some time back, and that's my plan. So yeah, interesting night last night. I read a book. I haven't got it with me now, so I'm about to give it to my business partner, called Outside the Maze. And that book is incredible, and I'll talk more about it in a bit. Have a great day, and I'll see you throughout the day in and out my meetings. I've just come out of a meeting with a client now. I'm slightly late, and I hate being late because of an accident on the M4. So that standstill traffic for like 40 minutes, but she was understandable, and we got there in the end. I think the biggest thing I've taken away from that meeting as a leader is, yes, you have to trust your staff. 100% agree. Trust your staff. Make sure that everything they're saying is right. I think what I struggle with is when you trust too much and you listen to everything they say, and they don't always do as they're saying. So I just walk around that building. It's a facilities management client, and I just walked around that building, and the standards in that building are really poor. So I need to have a conversation with, and look, it's easy for me to say, oh, well, the cleaners issue, let's get rid of whatever. But I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is the standards in general. And I think sometimes as a leader, you've got to set that expectation of the standards that you're expecting from the team, and not just the person in the building, but the person that's enforcing that, and myself. Like, have I sat with the person that runs that contract and said, this is the standard I expect? probably not for a while. So how do I expect the standard to be here when I've not probably had that conversation enough, or I've had that conversation but I haven't been on top of it enough. And I know, as a CEO and a COO and a leader or whatever, you always don't always have time, but I think you should need to make time to go out and see clients, just to have a conversation. They have a face to it. They have it now, especially if it's a client that's has complained a lot. Get to the site, and let's have a look what the issue is, and then you can address the issue. So, for me, what I've taken away from that first meeting of the day, by the way, and actually I feel a bit better. So, the meeting's obviously helped. Being out the house has helped. What I've taken away from that is I need to be a little bit more visible on the floor. Back to floor shifts, I used to call them in my previous life, and make sure that people understand the standards that you expect as a company. So yeah, I think that's where I am. Hectic bit of a meeting, to be fair. So, but worth it. Just had to get some shit out and tell people some stuff. But come back to this shit on my car. They think I'm paying it. They can piss right off. So, yeah. Well, this shit. Not paying the fucking ticket. And fuck right off. Oh, today you can do one, I tell you, you can do one. But yeah, meeting was good. Some heated discussions, but that's always good in a business. I don't want to yes people around you. You want people to listen and talk and have an opinion. So yeah, difficult but needed. And everybody knows where they're going now, and the expectations set from day one. So off to a networking event now, which will be pretty good. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Right, we are just about to go to the event now. So just gonna lock my car. Me and the ops director are gonna do this networking event for a couple of hours, and then it's time to go home. A very well deserved night off, I think. No work after a certain time and just chill out. So that's the plan. But this is a networking event for facilities companies. I know I wouldn't normally come to all of these, but I'm trying to get our name out there and trying to expand the business at the moment. So it's very eager, very keen to do it. So right, I'll try and take some videos inside, but I don't know how strict they're going to be. But let's see how it goes. Here we go. I'm going to apologise in advance for a bit of a rant, but good networking event, very good. Got to meet some really interesting people in the room. It's always good. It's always good just to go and support other businesses. So one way back now for a very chilled night, I'm hoping. But what is with traffic, man? 40-minute delay this morning, 50-minute delay today. And I hope if there is an accident, people are okay and all that. But why can't people just drive properly and not crash their cars? Or at least not crash them where you're in the way of the rest of everybody else. Do you mean this? And I don't mean that in a bad way, because I do hope everything's alright. But it's just when you just want to get home, and it's not very often I feel like that. But right now, I just want to spend some time in my house, on my bed, just chilling. Do you mean? But other than that, it's been a great week. A very, very strong week, I gotta be honest. And yeah, I can't really fault anything that's gone on, because it's been busy, which I love. I have come down with a cold on. I don't know why, because yesterday I felt fine. Over some last night, boom, it called me. But now I'm sat in a 40-minute delay, and it's just, yeah. What's your plans this weekend? Do you know what I mean? Weekend time for me is normally kid time. We try and spend as much time with the kids as I can. Try not to work that much. Doesn't always happen, but my plans consist of football and then playing dad, I'll be honest. But I love it. It's the best part of my job. So yeah, sat in traffic for 40 minutes. Lush. another podcast it is then. Don't think, oh, and the great podcast just listened to actually was Mel Robbins and Emma Grady, whatever, from Shark Tank and Young's Den. Brilliant listen. Mel Robbins, I like her book, but she can be quite annoying. But actually, Emma talks some real sense if you're into business and stuff like that, so it's really good. But look, it's been a great day. It's been a great week, and I might catch you later. If not, I'll catch you soon. Doing this challenge, we've got to pick things like for their colours, and I don't know why I agreed to it because I'm shit at stuff like this. So I just had to ring my daughter and ask my daughter what colours everything was, and now I'm just trying to sort it out. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Seriously, why is there so many sweets? Like, you look for something and you got to go through like 1,000 things before you find them. Are there? Nope. Pinballs, I'm looking for people. Shout out if you see them. Not a bloody you, but pinballs. There's no fucking pinballs here. The one thing I wanted to buy, and they know you. Look for something else, tell me. I'm screwed. I'm sure that's Freddos. Freddos? No, they're bad. Freddos. Where's the Freddos? I don't know. Struggling.